Hey everybody, it's Carrie and I am back with a chat video. It has been a few weeks since I have done one of these, so I've got a lot to talk about today, so I expect this is going to be a long video. So maybe pause, get yourself a snack, something to drink, and sit back and relax. So let's have this chat together. I'm trying to think where to start. Let's just go over kind of how August was for me. I had different goals that I wanted to meet. I was very good at some of them and absolutely horrific at others. Now, the one thing that I thought I was going to mess up on, I really didn't. And one thing I thought I was going to do extremely well, I didn't do so hot on. So, I wanted to drink a liter of water every day, and that should be the minimum I think that I should be drinking. I probably should be drinking 2 to 3 liters of water. I wasn't that successful in that. I would realize like half a day would go by and I'm like, oh, I haven't had any yet. And I'm a soda drinker. I love my Cherry Coke Zero and my Sprite Zero. I 100% know I should not be drinking them. It is an everyday battle with me. And it's something that I am trying to gradually increase my water, decrease the soda, but it's an everyday battle. So I didn't do so well on that. I wasn't going to eat any sweets in the month of August, and I started out strong. I was doing really well. I was feeling good, and then I'm not sure what happened. I completely fell off the wagon. So, yes, I ended up having sweets. So, I got to thinking about this, and I realized that with my personality, and that's one thing I've been doing a little bit, is studying more of my personality. My friend Nikki suggested I take the personality test. This is just a little commercial in there. And so I've been studying what I ended up being, and I think part of this is my personality, in that it's like I got all of these ideas, all of this stuff that I want to do, and then I never actually execute them very well. So I feel like I need to do stuff more in moderation than extremes, because my mind automatically wants to go to extremes, when in theory and practice it would be better if I would do moderation. So for September, sorry, my eye just started itching. Apologize for that. So in September, I'm going to do more moderation on the sweets and not completely eliminate them. I do feel that some people do extremely well with their eliminations of whatever it might be, sweets or soda, or if you're trying to go vegetarian, getting rid of meat. But for me, I feel like I definitely need the moderation better than complete elimination. So that's what I'm going to do in the month of September, is work on my moderation and then still increase my water drinking. So the one thing that I did best on, that I thought I was really going to mess up, was my budget. Now, I wasn't 100% perfect on there. I know in one video I already shared 2 issues that I had that were unexpected. One was the internet being more expensive than I had budgeted for, and then there was something else that I can't remember what right now. And then I also went over budget on my fuel costs for my car, so I spent more in gas than I had budgeted for. So I'm not quite sure what was happening, because I did the gas budget based on prior months, and I thought I had that down, and I went over by $39, I think, and I didn't feel like I drove as much, but regardless, excuse me. So, but my shopping wise, I did do a bit of shopping, and a haul will be coming up soon. However, all my shopping was budgeted, and I'm very thrilled about that. I'm looking down. My neighbor just pulled into my driveway, and the girls started looking up at his vehicle, and I was like, oh, they're gonna start barking, but then they laid back down. And I will show Coco and Chanel. They're probably gonna go to sleep, but I will wake them up to show you at the end of the video. So I actually did well. Yes, I did some shopping, but it was all budgeted. I've got a Sephora haul coming up. I'll probably put that up on Monday. I've got a clothing haul coming up. Some of the clothing was purchased in July before I really started working on the budget. So, you know, it is what it is. I bought some stuff more in July than I should have done, but then I bought a few pieces in August and they were budgeted, so I'm happy about that. So I did really well, but for September, as far as my budget is concerned, I'm very competitive and I compete against myself. So I want to do better in September than I did in August. So I am really just tightening the budget down until it screeches a little bit. And with me being competitive, especially with myself, I feel like I've always got to beat myself. No matter what I am doing, I feel like I got to do better than I did last time. So what I did was I opened up a shopping savings account at my credit union, and I have been putting I'm using that as my sinking fund for my shopping. So I've been putting money in there. And here is my internal dilemma right now. And this is in the whole scheme of everything that's going on in the world. It is not even a blip on the radar. But it is part of my life. So my dilemma is I've got some money in there. And there are different things that I would like to purchase that I can, as long as I've got money in my shopping account, I'm going to allow myself to purchase whenever I want to. But there is something that has been on my wish list for years and years and years. And one thing is it's a very pricey item. So it is hard letting that amount of money go at one time for a small item. That's one thing. And then another thing is I always see stuff that I want before I can get to that set amount. And if you haven't already guessed it, I'm talking about a Chanel handbag. So so anyway, my goal is not really to spend any of my shopping money, but just to let that account build up until I have enough money for my Chanel handbag. With all that being said, I don't know what I'm going to do, so I'm treating it as a competition with myself to see how much I can save, how fast I can save, and to see how long it takes me. I could do it by Christmas fairly easily. However, I'm also trying to save for other things. So it just depends on how much money I'm willing to direct to the shopping budget as opposed to my other accounts. I now have 3 savings accounts and I may end up opening some more. And so I'm filtering money in the different accounts for various things. So, so far, one other thing, honestly, in my mind is more important right now. It's becoming more of a necessity. So I am trying to build that account up a lot faster. And so I don't know if I will get the Chanel bag for Christmas because that's what I wanted to buy myself for Christmas. We shall see. It just depends on how much I can tighten the budget down in other areas. And that is eating out. I don't eat out much, but I do get lunch out a couple times a week, so I'm trying to cut back on that. I do other shopping. Obviously, I like clothing and other fashion, so not doing any of that. And I know I've done no buys before, but I've just basically said I'm not going to be shopping for anything. But I wasn't really focused so much on it that I was like, look, this is what you want. Make it a competition because you know you're competitive, and when you know you're competitive, you will succeed because you are. That's just who you are. So we'll see. And I'm thinking about doing a video. I'm not going to go over my whole budget. There are so many people on YouTube that do that, and it's just not something that I really personally want to share. However, I am thinking about doing a series of videos about me saving for the Chanel handbag and tell you, show you what the account is. I'm not going to show you the account number, obviously, but show you the balance, and then check in monthly and let you know, did I spend any of the money that was in the shopping account or did I add more to it and it's growing? I'm thinking about doing that. I don't know if that would be interesting to you. I find it interesting. So that's one thing. Another thing that I've done. I haven't talked about eBay in a long time. eBay's basically been non-existent for me for months. This whole year it's been bad. It has picked up in August, and I sold 3 items. So that was terrible. Last year and the year before, 3 items in a month would have been horrific, and I would have been devastated. But I am very happy with those 3 items. 2 of the items, one has been listed over a year, maybe even longer than a year. Another one has been listed for pretty much almost my entire eBay career. It finally sold, not very much, but it sold. And then I went through my shoe collection, and I did an honest assessment of shoes that I was not going to wear, that just didn't fit me anymore. And I had made some hard decisions, and one other pair of shoes that I really liked, but I just outgrew them when my shoe size changed. That was my Jean Vito Rossi, the pink nude pumps. I could barely get my feet in those. And I was like, even though yes, they will stretch, I didn't think there was enough to stretch for the size. So if I get any more in the future, I'm definitely going to have to go up in size. Then there was a pair of shoes, and I don't know if I've talked about this. I know I've talked about it with people in real life, but I don't know if I talked about it on here or not. But it was the Aquazzura, the pink sandal pumps. I thought they were gorgeous. I got them last year. I loved those shoes, and I hunted high and low, got a good deal on them. But I only wore them once or twice. And I tried them on, started to wear them, and I'm like, you know what? I just don't want to wear this high of a heel. So I have not sold those yet. The Jean Vito Rossi ones have sold. Some other things I listed were a couple pairs of Kate Spade pumps. I just don't wear them, and I was getting, like, when I bought those, I've got almost in just a frenzy with buying different shoes, and that happens to me when you know, I love to shop. So I decided they really weren't for me. I'm not enjoying them. It's time to sell them. So those haven't sold either. And I am thinking, I still haven't listed a couple of cameras that I need to do that. So that's something that I definitely need to do. But eBay has not been bad for August when you compare it to the whole year. But it's basically just not been good this year at all. Okay, something else I wanted to talk about. I'm trying to think of the order. There's at least 2 more things that I want to talk about, and I don't know which one to start with and which one to end up with. Okay, I think I'm gonna do this one first. Do y'all remember? You know, I'm sure you did. If you've been watching any type of YouTube that deals with fashion, especially handbags, about a year ago. I think it was about a year ago, the Senreve bags got really, really popular on YouTube, and they were giving a lot of the bags for sponsored videos for YouTubers to do. And at that time, there was 3 people that come to my mind that had them, and they kind of raved about them. I caved in and got one, and I did a review myself. And I've got to tell you, if you didn't watch the video, I'll go ahead and link it below if you didn't watch it and you want to. So I said positive and negative things about that handbag. The handbag itself I thought was really good. It was well made. The leather was good, but I didn't like the strap. And I honestly, and I don't remember if I said this in the video or not because I haven't really watched it since then, but I knew when I got it out of the box and I put the bag on my shoulder and I looked in the mirror that I should have returned the bag right then. And I just don't think I said that in the video, and I should have. I decided to use the bag for a couple weeks, and I ended up accidentally marking on the inside, and I think there was, and again, I'm trying to think back, I feel like there was like a tag on the bag that basically, if you remove the tag, you can't return it. So I couldn't return the bag because I'd been using it for 2 weeks. I had marked on it. So I decided to sell the bag because the more I used that bag, I actually came to almost hate the bag. And it was all because of the strap. And what would happen was I would put the strap on my shoulder. The bag itself, instead of standing upright or sitting upright, it would lean forward, and it was the placement of the strap. And if, you know, I'm not always good about zipping my bags up. So if it wasn't zipped and there was a flap over it and the flap wasn't closed, your contents of your handbag could spill out. And you know, it just wasn't for me. It was a structured bag. I love a structured bag. I love a shoulder strap. It had all of the great qualities. I would say 90% of that bag I liked, or 80%, but this one thing caused me to hate the bag, so I sold it. Well, fast forward several months, I get an email from Senreve. I'm not going to say the person's name on here, but she basically starts with, my name is, I am the community manager at Senreve. I wanted to reach out to see how you're liking your Mimosa Storm Mini Maestra. I think I pronounced that right. I came across your YouTube review and wanted to let you know how much we appreciate your honest opinions. We are constantly trying to improve, and feedback like yours is invaluable. We are so glad that you liked our packaging and the bag's durability. That was all true. I liked the packaging. I remember that. I liked the tissue paper because it had little squids on it, or octopus. I don't know what was on it, but I thought it was so cute. The quality of our bags is something that we'd like to hold to the highest standard. So I agree with all of that. Is the quality of the bag was great. I liked the packaging. It was durable. Everything. I mean, it was great, except for the strap. Then she says, I hear you that the strap feels stiff. That's because the Mimosa leather is a bit more structured and sturdier than our pebbled leathers. We use genuine Italian leather, and it can take some time to soften. If you would ever like to try our bags in the future, the pebbled leather might be something of interest to you. In terms of the bag tilting on your shoulder, we recommend looping the strap through the handle, which, okay, I didn't try. I will admit, I don't think I tried that. This keeps the bag closer to your body and hopefully makes it more comfortable for you. Please let us know if there's anything that we can do to help. We love to hear any other feedback you may have. Okay, so I appreciate the email in that they watched my video, they made some suggestions. Here is what angered me and basically has turned me off on the whole entire company. And that was basically her telling me to buy another bag, and it might be different. That's what I got out of it. Maybe y'all got something different, but I was reading between the lines, and she wants me to pay $700 to over $1,000 for another bag on the off chance that I might like it. And I've got to tell you, I don't, and I want to put this out there so it doesn't come across as I am a jealous person. Jealousy is an emotion that I almost never ever experience. Yes, I have felt it at, I would say, less than 5 times in my past that I can even recall, and I'm even struggling to recall that many. I do have other issues, but jealousy isn't one of them. So when I see them giving these bags to other YouTubers who have, 50,000 subscribers, 100,000, a million, whatever, that doesn't bother me. But what made me mad was the fact that they are giving these away like candy for other people to rave about and get you as me as a consumer to buy. Yet these people, I still haven't seen what I felt, and I haven't watched all the reviews, but I haven't seen anybody yet talk about that tilting. And there may be some more on there, but I honestly felt the reviews that I watched in the past weren't always honest. I'm not going to say they lied intentionally. I do feel that they may have loved them and it may not have bothered them and they didn't think to mention it. Or it could have been, I'm just not going to say this because I want to sell more bags and get more money in my bank account. So anyway, there's that. So fast forward, email was sent, and I saved it for you guys. It was sent on August the 1st. I recently started seeing, I would say in the past 3 to 4 weeks, started seeing that Senreve is now giving bags again for popular YouTubers to promote them on their channel. And two of the people that I watched recently, it is definitely, I have watched many of their videos, lots and lots of videos. Neither one of these people that I have watched, I would say they would normally go out and buy that bag. It's just not something that I have personally witnessed based on a viewer of their channel. One video I absolutely refused to watch, so I don't know what she said. I can't say that. Another one just showed it, did the ad, and was wearing it for the first time. Then I saw another one who, I've only watched a handful of her, so I'm not really sure what she's like. She did the ad video basically the day she got it, and I think she had only used it, maybe it was the day after she got it, so she used it like the night before, and then just did the video. I literally used that bag for 2 weeks straight before I did a review on it. And I wasn't trying to make money on it. And so because I was upset, the fact that they are, and again, I'm not jealous of them giving the bags away to other people. That is not what I'm saying. It is just that they are giving these bags away to people who will promote them, who won't necessarily use the bag for multiple weeks before they basically try to sell it to the consumers. So yesterday, I'm debating whether or not to say who this YouTuber, I'm not going to say it. I don't want to name anybody, but I saw the bag, the most recent YouTuber that I watch a lot of her videos, and this is definitely not a bag this person would use based on her bag collections that I have seen. I left a comment and I complimented her. I went overboard complimenting her. I said positive and negative things about the brand in the comment section. I didn't watch the video, and I told her, I said, I can't watch this video. This brand has left a bad taste in my mouth, and this is the reason why. I said, I did an honest review because I said I'd watched other reviews in the past. I did say in the past. I'm not watching this video, and I said I did feel that these past reviewers weren't honest in saying that, talking about this issue. But I automatically started out complimenting her because I didn't want to come across as if I were negative towards her, which that I'm not. I like her channel. She completely took it wrong, and basically it was like blah 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 blah. If you feel that I'm dishonest, that's up to you. That's on you. I never once said she was dishonest. I said, number one, I started out being complimentary. I said I didn't watch your video because I saw this particular bag in the it was in the what's that thing? The picture, the thumbnail, and so she only read partially my comment, and then I commented back and I said, I'm sorry, I don't even remember exactly how I said it, but basically I started to call her out like, you didn't read the message that or the comment that I left you. But with all that being said, and also, let me back up. I also read a lot of the comments, and I've got to tell you, a lot of people are getting sick of seeing these Senreve bags. And, you know, and it hit me that the different types of videos that I watch on YouTube, and this is what I'm leading into next, is some of the videos I watch strictly for entertainment, and some of them I watch to learn and grow as a person. They're very different type videos between the entertainment ones and the ones that I want to improve myself. And what I am learning, and this is no hate directed towards the ones that provide me entertainment, but I realize that a lot of them are out to become more famous. There's nothing wrong with that at all. To build a brand, build a business, and make money. I have no issue with that at all. There's no issue whatsoever. But they are out to get more money. And if that is selling a product or having a product advertised on their channel to sell to the consumers, they get a portion of that. That is their goal. And I never really sat down and contemplated that. But And really, once you realize that, I don't really have a problem with it, but it makes me take what they say with a grain of salt, that I can't trust a complete and accurate review because I know they're trying to sell something to get more money in their bank account and to grow their own brand, channel, whatever. And then I just say, I'm going to strictly watch them for entertainment, and that's it. I've learned from buying too many things I have seen other people talk about on YouTube, and they've been garbage. Some of them have been good. It's hit or miss. I will tell you that it is hit or miss. And me as a consumer, I have to decide, is this something I'm willing to invest my money in, or I need to put my money somewhere else? And I have pretty much reached the point, as of right now, I may change in the future, I'm wanting to put my money somewhere else. I just have gotten to the point where I am not trusting a lot of these people's opinions because, I've been burned. And then, and I hope that I have not done that to anybody else, because I will tell you, I've not been paid to show you guys anything. I've been off a lot of offers for me to show you guys junk, and I just ignore most of them. There was one that I thought was going to be really, really, really good. I never did the video on it. It was a brilliant idea. It just didn't work, or it was user error and I couldn't get it to work. And I emailed the company back and I said, I can't get this to work. I'm choosing not to do a review on it because my review is not going to be positive towards your product. I think were going to potentially, I don't know if they were going to give me like a commission, but they gave me the free item. I don't even have it anymore. I gave it to somebody else. But with that being said, yes, I have shown you stuff and I've recommended what I like. I have not made, I did try to use Amazon affiliate links and I just gave it up. But I've got to tell you, if I was going to link something from Amazon, it's because I like the product. So I've actually never made money from the Amazon affiliate links either. And I don't have a problem with the affiliate links. It's not that. My neighbor just started a very noisy vehicle up somewhere. So if y'all can hear that, sorry. But anyway, I think enough about that. One other thing that I was watching, and I've been listening to a lot of podcasts, watching all kinds of different YouTube videos of stuff that I feel that can help me grow as a person. And I'm not going to say who I'm quoting because I've watched so many of these. I don't know who said it or when they said it, or if it was on a podcast or YouTube channel. But somebody was talking about like growing your brand or growing your business or being successful, and they were talking about, and this hit home with me, in that they said, if you're going to talk about something, it could be in a podcast, it could be a YouTube video, it could be an Instagram post, whatever, that you need to do it about something that people need, that they actually need and can help them. And that really resonated with me, in that I think I want to be a little bit more fluid and more well-rounded, but I would like to definitely provide entertainment on my channel, and that could be a haul video or an outfit of the day video. Or I could do something that provides a need or helps with a need. And that really resonated. And so I want my channel to be a combination of a lot of that entertainment and that. And so I started thinking, what does people need, or what would help them? And first of all, I had to think, what's going to help me out? And I have a very busy life, that to the point where I've pulled back from YouTube a lot last year, and even more this year, where I went weeks without posting a video. But one thing that I'm really busy with, I don't have time to cook as much as I would like to. I love to cook, but I just don't have a lot of time. So I have a couple of days a week where I can actually cook a lot more than normal. And then it hit me that there's a lot of things that I have been doing that I haven't talked about, that I would say are cooking hacks. If that's the best phrase for it, I'm not sure, but that's what I'm going to call it. In that I love chicken. roasted chicken. I love it, and I used to do it all myself. I loved doing that, but it takes a lot of time. I talk so much my camera cut me off, but what I was saying is it takes a lot of time to roast a chicken in the oven. So what I have learned is to go buy one at the grocery store. It's not that expensive. In fact, I got a whole roasted chicken that tasted amazing for like $5 at Publix. It was on sale at the time. And it hit me that I can do different videos where I'm cooking some of the items myself, but I'm also purchasing an item that's already ready to eat. And I have got at least a minimum, and it's gonna be more than that, but 3 meals with a roasted chicken that I bought at Publix that I want to do a video on that to show you what I'm doing. Now, I will say that I don't need to actually do 3 meals back to back in the same day. So I plan on doing it in parts. I was debating with myself whether to do like part 1 meal and put that video up, part 2 with the chicken, put that up part 3, and that's what I'm leaning towards, or film it over the course of a couple days, and then just have one video go up. I'm just not sure. I'm leaning towards the parts, and I'll tell you why. I get more videos out of it, and it just makes it a little bit easier on me. And these would be meals for somebody. I'm single. I have no children. I do cook for my mom and dad some as well, but it would be for a small family, one individual. So if you wanted to take 1 roast chicken and make 3 meals out of that, that's for a very, very small family, 1 person to 2 people. Or if you want to do a meal for a lot of people, you could just take what I'm showing you and just make more portions for the sides and have 1 to 2 meals with that. So that is what I'm planning on doing, is doing like cooking hacks. I don't know if anybody's interested in it. I will tell you that they're not necessarily going to be low calorie, low fat. They're not going to be keto necessarily, vegan, vegetarian, paleo, anything like that. But what I think you can do is, if you are interested in watching them, there may be one thing in the video that is in your diet plan if you're on a diet, or just lifestyle. So I will have meat, I will have vegetables, I will have dairy, I will have desserts coming up. But I've got several of these hacks that I think are amazing. Some of it you will actually have to cook yourself, but it won't take as much time. So I hope that you guys are going to enjoy that. I've already filmed one of them. I do need to film the intro, and I'll probably just keep the same shirt on because I can't bother to change shirts. Let's see, I think that's it. I was going to show you the girls and one other thing before I end the video. So I told myself that I wasn't going to buy any more notebooks, and I might have even told you guys that I wasn't, because I'm addicted to like stationery. I love it, and what do? I go out and buy some more notebooks. But I saw this, and I was doing really well not buying any, but I saw this and couldn't resist. It's 2 dachshunds. I love it. So what I am using this for, and I'm making myself use it, is video ideas that I think that are going to help you, because they're helping me, and also entertainment videos. So that's where I would definitely, again, with all that rambling earlier, my goal for the rest of this year is to do videos that are both entertainment and videos that I think help people with certain needs, and they help me too. So I can only show you and talk about stuff that I know about. But I feel like if I have, I have a busy lifestyle. Yes, I am single, but I still have a busy lifestyle and just don't have time to do certain things. So I thought that would help other people out as well. So let me go ahead and get the girls so you guys can see them. And if you stuck around this long, I really, really appreciate it, because it has been a long video. So let me go get them, and I'll be right back. Here they are, and Chanel is right here, and this is Coco over here. And if you guys follow me on Instagram, you know they had a 3rd birthday this past Tuesday. Their birthday's August 27th, and they really didn't know anything about it. I was the one who was celebrating, but they enjoyed their birthday meal of chicken and rice. We're not doing steak anymore. After the last incident that we had with you, especially, I decided can't, even though it's one of their favorite foods, no more steak for them. It just doesn't sit well with their tummies. But they had some chicken and rice, and let me show more of Coco. And they very much enjoyed their meal. I got them, they don't enjoy this at all, so I'll probably end up, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I thought it would be a cute idea to give them a ball pit for their birthday. So I bought a puppy-sized swimming pool, and then I ordered some of those ball pit balls off of Amazon. I didn't spend very much. I put them in it and they hated it. So I also filled the swimming pool up because I ended up with that first, and put them in, let the water warm up so it'd be nice and warm. At least it wasn't cold. They didn't really enjoy that either. So anyway, they enjoyed their food a lot more for their 3rd birthday than they did their birthday present. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Bye bye everybody, and I will chat with you later, and look forward to these new style of videos that I plan on doing. Thank you guys. Bye bye.